Donald Trump just made headlines with shocking statements about Social Security, sparking fear and controversy. He's suggesting major changes that could impact millions of retirees, while Elon Musk has an even more radical view, hinting that Social Security is outdated and should be replaced. With the program's trust fund running out within a decade, could these proposals be the beginning of drastic cuts? Or worse, could Social Security as we know it disappear? The real question is, who will suffer the most from these changes? The Social Security crisis. Why the system is at risk. With Donald Trump back in the White House and Elon Musk leading the newly created Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, Social Security is once again at the center of a heated debate. The program, which 67 million Americans rely on, is facing a severe financial crisis. According to the Social Security Administration, SSA, its trust fund is projected to run out by 2033, meaning that without changes, retirees could face a 23% reduction in their monthly benefits. The issue is urgent. The number of retirees is growing rapidly, while the workforce contributing to Social Security is shrinking. In 1960, there were 5.1 workers per retiree. Today, that number has dropped to 2.8 and is expected to fall below 2 by 2035. This imbalance threatens the program's long-term sustainability, and both Trump and Musk have acknowledged that major changes are necessary. The big question is, what kind of changes? Trump has signaled potential reforms, while Musk has taken a more radical stance, questioning whether Social Security should exist at all in its current form. Their proposals could reshape retirement in America, but will they save Social Security or make things worse for millions of retirees? Trump's plan. What is he really proposing? Now that Donald Trump is back in the White House, his administration is finally revealing its real plans for Social Security. While he previously promised to protect benefits, recent policy discussions suggest otherwise. With the Social Security Trust Fund running out by 2033, Trump has tasked Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, with finding ways to cut costs, and some of their ideas could have major consequences for retirees. One of the most controversial proposals involves raising the full retirement age beyond 67, forcing millions of Americans to work longer before they can claim full benefits. Supporters argue that with longer life expectancy, people should stay in the workforce longer, but critics say this would hurt lower-income workers the most, especially those in physically demanding jobs. Another proposal under discussion is means-testing Social Security benefits, which would reduce or eliminate payments for higher-income retirees. While this might sound fair on the surface, it could erode public trust in the system, since Social Security was designed as an earned benefit, not a welfare program. Additionally, sources inside the Trump administration have hinted at privatization options, including allowing younger workers to invest part of their payroll taxes into private retirement accounts. This aligns with Elon Musk's belief that Social Security is outdated, but it also raises a critical question. What happens to those who can't afford to take investment risks? Trump's Social Security plans are still evolving, and with 2026 midterm elections approaching, the political battle is heating up. Will his administration find a way to save Social Security, or will these reforms end up hurting the very people the program was designed to protect? Elon Musk's controversial view, a radical shift? As head of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, Elon Musk has brought his Silicon Valley mindset to Washington, and his views on Social Security are more radical than anything seen before. Musk has repeatedly criticized Social Security, calling it financially unsustainable and even suggesting that it should eventually be phased out. His stance has sparked both praise and outrage, as millions of retirees depend on the program for survival. One of Musk's most controversial ideas is privatizing Social Security, allowing Americans to invest their payroll taxes in private retirement accounts instead of relying on government-managed benefits. His argument? The current system is outdated, and private investments could generate higher returns over time. However, critics warn that this approach could leave millions vulnerable, especially if the stock market crashes. In a recent interview, Musk also hinted at an alternative approach, using blockchain technology to create a decentralized retirement system, possibly integrating cryptocurrency into future retirement accounts. While this idea excites tech enthusiasts, financial experts warn that it could increase volatility and risk, especially for those who don't understand crypto markets. Despite the controversy, Musk has Trump's backing to find cost-cutting solutions, and his influence is already shaping Social Security policy. The question is, will his ideas modernize retirement planning, or will they create even bigger problems for future retirees? Who would suffer the most from these changes? If Trump and Musk's proposed Social Security reforms move forward, the impact won't be the same for everyone. While some argue that changes are necessary to keep the program alive, others warn that millions of Americans could face serious financial hardship. But who would be hit the hardest? First on the list are low-income retirees who rely on Social Security as their primary or only source of income. Right now, nearly 40% of retirees depend on Social Security for at least 90% of their income. If benefits are cut or delayed, many could struggle to afford housing, food, and health care. Raising the retirement age would also hurt those in physically demanding jobs like construction workers and nurses who may not be able to work longer. Next, middle-class workers could face unexpected financial strain. Many have planned their retirements based on the current Social Security system, and changes like means testing could leave them with reduced benefits, even though they've spent decades paying into the system. If private investment options replace traditional Social Security, these workers would be forced to navigate the stock market, which could be risky for those without financial expertise. Finally, future retirees, especially younger workers, may be affected the most. If Musk's vision of a privatized, tech-driven retirement system becomes reality, future generations may have to take full responsibility for their own retirement savings, with little to no government safety net. This could create a retirement crisis where those who make poor investment decisions or simply don't earn enough to save are left with nothing. With millions of lives at stake, the question remains, will Trump and Musk's reforms protect retirees or push them further into financial insecurity? If you don't learn more about how to avoid unnecessarily losing thousands of dollars to the government, subscribe to the channel right now. What's next? The battle over Social Security. With Trump's administration moving forward with its controversial Social Security reforms, the political battle is intensifying. Democrats and advocacy groups are already pushing back, arguing that these changes could harm millions of retirees. Meanwhile, Republicans remain divided. Some support Musk's privatization ideas, while others fear that drastic changes could cost them politically in the 2026 midterm elections. One major sticking point is the proposal to raise the retirement age. While Trump's team argues that people are living longer and working later, opponents point out that many Americans, especially those in physically demanding jobs, can't afford to keep working into their late 60s or 70s. The question is, will Congress approve such a change, or will public pressure force Trump to backtrack? Another key issue is means testing. If benefits are reduced for higher earners, it could erode trust in the system, turning Social Security from a universal benefit into a welfare program. This could lead to wealthier Americans opting out altogether, further weakening the program's funding. Musk's privatization push is also sparking debate. While some Republicans support giving Americans more control over their retirement savings, financial experts warn that market volatility could put retirees at serious risk. If these changes are approved, younger workers may need to completely rethink how they plan for retirement. As lawmakers clash over the future of Social Security, one thing is clear. The program will change, whether Americans are ready or not. The only question is how much and who will pay the price. How to protect your retirement. Before it's too late with Social Security on the verge of major changes, waiting to see what happens is not an option. Whether Trump and Musk's reforms go through or not, retirees and future retirees must take action now to secure their financial future. But what can you do to protect yourself? 1. Maximize your Social Security benefits while you can. If you're close to retirement, consider claiming benefits strategically before potential changes take effect. Delaying your claim until age 70, if possible, can increase your monthly benefits by up to 32%. Stay informed. If the retirement age is raised or means testing is implemented, early planning will be key. 2. Diversify your retirement savings. Relying solely on Social Security is risky. Consider increasing contributions to 401ks, IRAs, and other investments. If privatization becomes a reality, understanding stocks, bonds, and alternative investments will be more important than ever. Be cautious with high-risk investments. Musk's crypto-based ideas may sound innovative, but retirement savings should prioritize stability over speculation. 3. Prepare for possible benefit cuts. If you're under 50, assume that Social Security benefits may be lower than expected in the future. Consider adjusting your retirement budget to account for potential reductions in monthly payouts. Look into long-term care insurance and health savings accounts, HSAs, to cover future medical expenses. 4. Stay politically engaged. Social Security's future depends on Congress and public pressure. Make your voice heard. Watch for legislative updates. Policy changes could happen faster than expected. If proposed reforms could hurt your retirement, contact your representatives and demand accountability. With uncertainty surrounding Social Security's future, the best strategy is preparation. The choices you make now could determine whether you have a secure retirement or struggle to make ends meet in the years ahead. Every day you don't apply the right strategies, you leave more money on the table. That's why you should click the subscribe button below the video right now to learn how to keep more money in your pocket.